Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Oh, why is the frames for a second there? What are we looking for on today's run? As always, the number one most important thing is the seed. 0MV36470, which is not right, it's 6740. But the actual number one most important thing, obviously, is getting Unicorn Stump. This is my own memory test here. Unicorn Stump, the Scissors, or Glass Cannon. Any of these three would be good. All of these three, I mean, it would probably actually be bad because it would leave us potentially in such a muted offensive position that we would have trouble winning the run, but I don't know, we'll see. It depends on the passives. There's so many different VARs to consider when you're playing Isaac. Sorry, did I say VARs? Oh, sorry, it's a second nature as a world-class programmer. Just joking. I'm making a bowling game in Unity as a personal exercise right now, and I can't get it to track the score properly. So shot one, it goes pins knocked down, 6, and I go, good job, you did it. Shot two, it goes, you know, I get a spare, it goes pins knocked down, 16, and I go, nah, that's not right. I know you're thinking, why don't you just subtract 10 from the result? You have one data point. If only I could go back to being so confident that from hearing one data point, I was like, I know what your problem is. That's the, oh, you scared me. Squeaky door. Hello. Okay, enjoy your class. 2 extra keys. We're gonna be at like, we're gonna be set on keys. We're not gonna have to worry about it again for a long, long time. Did you see that the Celeste developer/developers released their 54... This is not a DAE programming, by the way. Released their player class. Okay, basically what controls the logic of the character in Celeste. The program that controls the movement and, I don't know, maybe dying and scoring and collision detection and stuff like that. They released it open source for free for people to look at. I was amazed. First off, it's very nice of them. If not just nice, like, you know, it shows a commitment to the open source community, which I am still too much of a noob to really know why that matters, but hey, more power to you. But I was also amazed when I look in the comments, the number of people who are like, this proves you don't need to make, or you don't need to be a good programmer to make a good game. I was like, they shipped like one of the best games of the year so far. You're here leaving Reddit comments making fun of their code. That's some like high tier nerd shaming that I've never experienced before. I've never seen before in my life. Honestly, I mean, I like car battery, but it doesn't work with the D6. It's not really like a 10 out of 10 in this situation. Now that we've got enough of these, I'm gonna come back here and okay, well that was funny. It just amazed me, because, like, I was here thinking that the reason people learn to program, you know, not just to make games, obviously, but the reason people learn how to program is so they could, you know, make things that are either useful for themselves or things that other people would enjoy. And it turns out that's not why you write code, because Celeste is like a 9 out of 10 across the board. What you actually do is you write code for other programmers to jerk off to. I didn't realize that. See, I thought when I talked about programming and people that tweeted me were like, put the code on GitHub so I can look at it. I thought they were going to be like, oh, that's cool, you did it this way. Why didn't you consider doing it this way? But instead, it's actually going to be like a penile measuring contest about how, you know, it's a puzzle where you can figure out, am I smarter than the person who wrote this? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm ignorant. Deep down, if you search your heart, I think you know it to be true. Anyway, go play Celeste. That game is dynamite. Unless you're sick of quote-unquote tough-as-nails platformers, in which case still maybe play Celeste. Because I was kind of in that boat, and then I've been playing Celeste a little bit, and I'm like, this is an antidote, while simultaneously still being the poison. Hey, hey. Stay away. A gathering of mullabooms gunning for my head. Saw that I was bereft of bombs, and this is what I said. heart. I said, oh, please stay away, please stay away, please stay away from me. You guys, please stay away. Okay, I need a bomb for many purposes that you're not allowed to ask me about, because if you're a cop, you gotta tell me. But if you really want to know, it's because I want to blow up this little tinted rock here. Hopefully get a small rock, but I'd accept some more spirit hearts, even though they're not an urgent concern. So this is why you should never give me HP early on in a run, spirit hearts or otherwise. Ooh, it's decent. Because I find myself exclusively being like, our HP is not a concern, so let's use our orbital to deal as much damage as possible. And it's a very, very short-sighted approach to take to this game. You know, our health now is also our health later. Oh, we do have a tinted rock, or a bomb now, but we also have a tinted rock right here. So we should, you know, knowing is half the battle. Stop running into enemies, and, you know, part of that was just walking on creep as well, which is even more embarrassing, but... Okay, well, we got a little chain going on here. Alrighty. X-lax. Lockdown. I gotta be honest. One lockdown, it doesn't bother me that much in today's day and age. I'm gonna buy a lot of consumables, because we get the quarter early. You might as well use it to leverage the run for some greater advantages, right? It's my 2 cents here. While we're here, we are a little bit behind schedule. That's okay. I'm gonna blow this up. We did want bombs. It's a very, like, be careful what you wish for sort of moment, but we wanted bombs. Can't complain too hard. Let's turn our HP into something. Ooh, exactly what we're looking for. We are going to take that before getting a deal with the devil, because it doesn't matter. We're not going to get, in all likelihood, we're not going to get 4 hearts worth of deals with the devil. And this is the other thing we're looking for, is a guppy item right here. So, low chance, but still possible, that we're going to be able to get a full guppy charge before our boss fight, or full guppy transformation before our boss fight. No promises, and no alarms and no surprises. See, it took me a while. I haven't listened to OK Computer in probably like 8 years, but I remember. No alarms and no surprise. That's not a bad impression, all things considered. And by all things considered, I mean one thing considered, and the thing to be considered is that I can't sing. Easy. Okay, decent. Gets our luck back to a reasonable state. Both of these are not worth re-rolling. Forget the luck. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Something like that. Alright, let's take a drink of this water. Did I make a slurping sound when I drank? Yeah, I'm thirsty, okay? I realized, so I've been under the weather for like 5 days, but it's been a very muted sickness. By which I mean my voice is much quieter than normal. No, by which I mean, like, I feel good, but my throat disagrees with me when I talk. It's not that bad in the whole scheme of things. I guess I'd rather appear worse than I am than appear better than I am. That seems to make sense. More or less. But it dawned on me yesterday, I was like, why have I been so thirsty for like 3 days? And if you're on the internet, they're gonna be like, your kidneys are failing. No! I've already been to WebMD, I can scare myself, okay? The real answer, I think, is that I wake up, I have a coffee or 2. Never 3. There have been times in my life where I've been a 3 coffee man, but those times have passed. I'm a 2 coffee boy now. And then I go, oh, my throat sounds bad. So I'll have like a Neocitrin, aka a Lemsip, aka a hot lemon relief. And then I'll do the show, so that's like 3 hours. And then I'll finish the show and be like, okay, it's time for like another Neocitrin, aka a hot lemon relief. And then it'll be like 9 p.m. after I do a little bit more recording, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't had a glass of like real H2O today. I haven't had just water. I've had water in other things. But like, they all contain caffeine or acetaminophen or, you know, some kind of combination thereof. And I'm like, no wonder I'm thirsty. Like, last night before bed, I was like, I don't know if I've had a glass of actual water today. I've had so many fluids, but I don't know if I've had water. And I went to the refrigerator, and I drank like 6 glasses of water in under 2 minutes. And admittedly, my stomach, then, it felt like there was like a cold bubble inside of it. But I felt great. I was like, this is... Oh, no wonder. I was so thirsty. It turns out I was thirsty because I hadn't consumed any water. What a strange coincidence. Alright, this is where this run is going to pop off. It's already semi-popped. Like a cool guy's collar at a party in 2008. But it's about to get super popped. Like a really cool guy's collar at a party in 2008. Oh, Death's Touch. Now we have a piercing shot. Go grab this. We're gonna get ahead of schedule here as well. And you come here and you pop that. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll take that. It brings our rate of fire back down. And we got 15 cents, so let's come here and... I had a feeling I was not going to get out of that without taking a hit once I saw where those enemies spawned, but that's my bad for terrible positioning. Really, I have not really done a great job of keeping the run going here as best as we could. So I think I'm... You know what? I'll use IV bag temporarily because I have a plan. I wanted more options, but I also, if possible, I want to buy a battery charge to reroll that space. Okay, Skinny Odd Mushroom. People are tired of hearing me defend this item, so I'm not going to defend it, I'm just going to take it now. Now, before we fight our boss, you might be thinking you get a guaranteed charge before the boss because of our trinket. Not true. Our trinket is not whatever that... I forget. There's so many trinkets in the game, I can't keep them straight anymore, but... there is a trinket that gives us a guaranteed charge before the boss fight. This is not it. This gives us charged familiars. As you can see, there's a little electrical charge between our familiars there. Slightly different. And by slightly, I mean extremely what? Those bombs, they exploded in a way that I didn't expect. Okay, we don't have any respawns, so we definitely want this. Even if we can't re-roll them, but hopefully we'll get a chance to re-roll them. You wouldn't give me bad trip here. I know you. We've worked together for a long time, Isaac. I know you. You wouldn't do me like that. I know we got Bob's Rotten Head as well, but... It's like... The run is slightly in danger right here, so... Just be smart and stop taking... absolutely idiotic damage. We should be able to get through this just fine, especially if we get, like, anything that gives us HP right here. You madman. I think we go for it. Before my educated brain figures out what I'm doing, my lizard brain was like, go fight this guy so you can re-roll Guppy's head and get 9 lives. And that was really where my brain went there. I just stood there watching the bomb and shooting and hoping that it would push it away somehow. It's not 9 lives, but it is a free goat head, which is probably due to give us 9 lives in the future. Oh my god, we're gonna die, aren't we? I'm just realizing now, I'm looking at the run and going, we're gonna die. No, absolutely not. Smarten up. See, that's what I mean. Like, we definitely wish that we hadn't given away all of our spirit hearts like an idiot earlier. By just using our orbital, especially now that our tiers look great. I hate you. There we go. We're just waiting for like a spirit heart to drop. Absolutely horrible start. I hate these enemies. I hate you. Don't give me a big room. Oh, this is an okay big room. Okay, hear me out here. What is this? It's the Hierophant. We're gonna be fine. Okay, very dangerous. Thought maybe the skulls would pan out for us. They didn't, but that's okay. We're actually, and I don't even mean this like This is how close this run was to a loss or a win. We're actually going to be completely fine now. 2 Spirit Hearts is going to take us to greatness. And now, even especially with Telepills, like, please don't Telepills me out of the floor, but I gotta check and see if we can get the most wonderful 9 lives connection here. It's okay. This is where we wanted to go anyway, more or less. Yeah, all it took was, you know, one well-timed, help. One well-timed Hierophant card. Now, mind you, that was extremely lucky to get it, but in the end, it's a pretty minor thing to grab to guarantee you a victory. Now, astute minds amongst you might be saying a victory's not actually guaranteed yet. Oh, really? Well, yes, you're literally correct. We do want to reroll both of those. The whole reason I picked up more options was to give us a better chance of getting the items we need for completion. But I feel like I wanted to check and see if we could reroll our Devil Room first. Let's not put the horse in front of the cart. Wait, the cart in front of the horse. Look, we drive cars these days. That metaphor, or that idiom, is not as useful as it used to be. Like, the laws of physics still apply in the same way, but it's like putting the plow in front of the yak. That's not how we talk in the year 2018. 2018. Yeah, okay. Useful. What do you got for me? Good enough. Easy plays. You grab this, take this, run all the way back. And we're gonna cry, cry, cry all the way home. Spinal Tap? Anybody? Great. Band. Whatever happened to those guys? Lusty Blood. Absolutely. We're set. Extremely set. Grab this. Put a bomb here. See if you get a second secret room. Eternal Heart sort of situation. Didn't get an Eternal Heart. Mystery Sack. If we got one of these items, I probably would have kept it. But let's re-roll it because we got 2 chances. And the wafer is worth more than the other 2 combined. So, easy. That floor started at, I mean, you're going to think this is a clandestine Drake reference. It's actually an obvious Drake reference. That run started at the bottom, now we here. And I'm putting my hand up relatively high in the air to show you that we've made a lot of progress, yet at the same time, there's still slight room for growth. Yeah, I like it. Hermit. This is a free boss rush then. Yeah, I'm just like, there's a tinted rock. I'm just like charting the resources we gained on the last floor, and there's like, it's the limit does not exist. It's Mean Girls. We have PhD. Is something's wrong? It is something's wrong. Does every pill become something's wrong if it's bad and then you get PhD? I know the answer to that question is no, by the way, but like, that's how it feels right now. Whoa! That could have gone better. Certainly could have gone worse. Wow. Horrendous. The only reason I'm taking it is because I know we have so many deals with the devil coming up. We're probably gonna desire a little bit more HP to make him tick. We might not need it in the end, but I'm amazed that our shop ended up being so trash there. So if we're doing like a little analysis of this run, if we're auditing this run right now, you look at it and you go, oh my god. It's amazing. We got almost double-digit damage. That gets better over time, thanks to Serpent's Kiss. We've got... Our rate of fire is at the rate of fire cap. Not like Captain America, it's at the rate of fire cap. I have to use my neutronium drive to stop Giltron from taking over Manhattan. Take this. Guppy, please. No, this is not Guppy. This is just betrayal incarnate. And then, okay, Zodiac. It's trash items. Okay, Nod Leaf. Shade. Virgo. Wow, these are just horrible. So we'll take Nod Leaf in the hopes of, like, one day it being worth something. Keys, please. Wow. Well, I think we're out, honestly. Why not? I think I'm going to use one more key right here. Incredible. Just an incredible performance. Second secret room in all likelihood right here. And now we could... I mean, we should play both of these guys, because we're not using our money for anything else. Just to level with you, I don't know if I see a Hush run in our future here. Our invincibility was almost over, so well worth it in my mind. You're probably going to give me HP as well. Now that I think about it, I probably should not have picked that up yet, because we could have gone to our boss trap room. At least we didn't get 2 HP. The other one ended up being fanny pack. Our luck is back in the positives. And we're down to the next floor. Let's see what's going on Skype here. I am cool with a JK and a Geo, and then blah blah. Yeah, something like that. Something like that will get the job done on today's docket. People are gonna like that one. Help me. That's not the way the song goes. Help me. I need assistance. Help me. Aid me with persistence. Help me. I need an adult. Hey. The Beatles, right? I mean, like, sure, they're good. Get over it. They're no Maroon 5. Or as Malf would say, they're no Train. I mean, okay, so, like, I'll go back to shield myself from the criticism of the masses. I'll go back, and sure, I'll take a golden bomb, because they're good. Just kidding. But we don't need this anymore. Our tears are the most valuable thing we got going for us. We do like getting free tinted rocks. So you know what? In hindsight, yeah, it was a good idea. I mean, you know what they say? Hindsight is bull. That's what they say. Pardon me. Again, just this annoying dry cough. I was reading, so if you live in the US, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. If you live in Canada or a country that routinely gets Canadian medical supplies, which could be anywhere for all I know, you might be familiar with a brand of cough syrup known as Buckley's. It's a very, and I've talked about it in Isaac episodes before, it's a miraculous product, even though the concept of cough syrup seems like straight out of the Wild West to me. You're like, it's a syrup, and you drink it, it makes your coughs go away. But it's not really medicine, but it sort of is. Like, it has medical ingredients, but also it's like rotten tree sap, you know? It's like it should be sold out of the back of some dude's cart placed before his horse in John Marstonville. But, the slogan for Buckley's is, it tastes awful, but it works. And I agree with both of these statements. However, you know, I'm an avid user of this so-called internet. Starring Claire Danes and Jordan Leto. I bought some Buckley's because I was like, I got this dry cough. It's annoying. I'd like some relief from it. So I bought some Buckley's at the grocery store. I don't want to brag, but it was like $10. That's the kind of life I'm living right now. I can afford to buy medicine for myself. It's a nice feeling. I went home. First thing I Google, does Buckley's work? Found a lot of articles, not necessarily written on the most reputable blogs. People were asking, can you, like, robo-trip on Buckley's? Like, you know, can you use it as a stimulant or a hallucinogen even? I think the answer is no, because it doesn't have dextro whatever fan that, you know, the DM from Robitussin. First off, you shouldn't do that to begin with. That's how Pimp C died. Yeah. Who cares? That's how Pimp C B-U-M-B. Well, B-U-M-B, Bun B is still alive, but Pimp C, it was lean, dude. Don't do that. Just wait for July 2018, then take a trip to Canada. But then secondarily, I came across other stories of people, and they were like, yeah, you could probably, like, get high on Buckley's, but that would require you to actually drink it, and nobody I've ever met can stomach it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like the best-selling brand of medicine. You think all these people that are sick are going out and buying Buckley's, and then they're going home and going, oh, I just can't stomach the thought of drinking this foul-tasting thing that's gonna take, you know, 1/4 of a second of my time. Like, the thing, this is not something that comes up all the time, right? Like, let's level with each other there. But one of the things that I think as an adult you have to get over is the idea that you could be afraid of the way things taste. That's why I like when Rob and I are not on the same page about everything, but we're 100% on the same page about Fear Factor. If I was ever on Fear Factor, give me gross stuff to eat any day of the week over, like, holding my breath or laying in a pit of snakes. I don't even mind snakes that much. Forgive me. But, dude, like, you know, because it's partly like from being in college. In college, you eat and drink a lot of just things that are not good for you. And you kind of realize, like, hey, if the juice is worth the squeeze, I can stomach, you know, 10 seconds of finding something unappetizing in order to, you know, get the effects of it later. On Fear Factor, even, like, and people in our stream chats were disagreeing with us on this. And I agree that it cuts both ways. Like, there's two spectrums probably that people could be on. Or one spectrum people could be on two sides of, I should say. Ooh, okay, now I want a golden bomb. I want a golden sun up in the sky. Not good enough. That is not what they sound like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as well. But anyway, like, you know, the Fear Factor, usually the way it worked is like, there's a stunt. You know, walk across a tightrope 100 feet above the ground. We'll catch you if you fall, but if you're afraid of heights, you're gonna be shaken. And then there's usually, like, phase 2 is like, eat a part of an animal you've never eaten before. And then phase 3 is like, Mike Tyson's gonna punch you in the genitals until you say stop, and the person who can withstand the most genital punches from Mike Tyson wins. Definitely, out of all of those, give me the food, man. I saw one, the final challenge on this one Fear Factor episode was hold your breath in like a submerged tank of water as long as possible. No thank you, Joe Rogan. Can I just eat another bull testicle and skip this part? Like, people were holding their breath for literally a full minute, which is not even that much time, but combined with the fact that you're nervous and, like, you're on TV and, you know, if you're at all claustrophobic or afraid of the water, like, it's a nightmare. Mind you, I mean, the show is called Fear Factor, what'd you expect? But, like, yeah, let's try it. 100%. Like, sometimes when I lived in Korea, I ate bad things, like things that I did not enjoy the taste of, just to remember why I didn't enjoy the taste. That's how, like, it's just your brain being like, this is unpleasant. You just get over it, right? Like, my friend and I think I've told this story 100 times, but when we lived in Korea, there's a dish there called bandegi, which is like silkworm pupa. And it's gross. And it's not like that's like a commonly consumed dish. It's not uncommon, but it's not like every meal. They're like, have some insects. You know, they also sell, like, you know, pizza, for example. Anyway, the point is, both my friend and I were like, we hate it. It tastes like, it's just a pod of sour dirt. And one day we went out to a restaurant, and they gave us, like, the restaurant communicated to us. They're like, hey, here's a dish full of bandegi. And by the way, it's endless, like, bottomless bandegi. My friend and I, there might have been a little bit of makgeolli involved, but we said, you know, do you want to have a contest to see who can eat the most makgeolli? Or, well, hey, but to see who can eat the most bandegi? And he was like, sure. And then we just did it. And it was gross. But then after like 5 minutes, we were like, it wasn't that bad. Sometimes you gotta ride the wave, right? Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.